Howdy, howdy, howdy. Today I'll be sharing with you how to make an apron with side pockets. Okay, so couple of things you're going to need is 1 yard of pretty fabric, 1 yard of coordinating fabric. You need some elastic for the neckband. You need a good pair of scissors, matching thread for your project, and what else? Energy, effort. Let's do this up. First and foremost, what I want to do is cut the length of the fabric to 3-inch strips and then one 2.5-inch strip. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let's cut this safety first. One, moving it over. This 3-inch ruler, we're going to do 2, and I just reassessed it based on the need. So the reason I want let's do 2.25 instead of 2.5. That's going to fold it up nice and snug along this piece of elastic. It is 15 inches. It's just going to go around the neck. Let's do this 2.25 right there. Seems about right. All right, we got all the pieces we need. The 2 straps for the apron, the neck piece. Now we're going to take this, we're going to shimmy this around to get the most use out of this. Okay, I'm going to explain this a little bit. It is a yard of fabric. This one was a little bit extra. I'm not worried about it. First and foremost, if you have directional fabric, we do want to make sure that our direction is facing the right way we want to cut it. I'm going to just swing on through and make this like an apron. So we all know what a regular apron looks like. It just kind of tapers off here. Let me switch that a little bit further. It's going to taper off here. We just need to make the armhole. That's really all I'm going to do. And then it's the rest of the fabric. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to use my straight edge here. I'm going to ruler. I'm going to just make sure that we're right where we want to be. And I am going to cut it. Now that I've done that, I'm going to move it to the side. We're all even here, which is going to be at the top of the apron. Now I'm going to take my scissors. It is on a fold, y'all. So we have both of our fabrics, our pretty fabric and our liner fabric. And now I'm just going to taper it off to meet the end here. So this is where your arm is. And that's how, it's just a regular apron, y'all. So just decide how long you want it to be. I think I'm okay with it being right about here. And yeah, I'm not a good. And I'm just going to cut and taper off. Till I reach the end of the fabric, and then I'm going to cut straight down. All right, we're going pretty steady now. Once we get this all squared away, I'm going to share with you the next step. Yay, we did it. So I'm moving this to the side because we will use it. Pulling this out, when I open it up, you're going to see that it's apron-like. Adorable. Hold on. Okay, as you can see, we have our apron shape. So cute, y'all. So cute. We have our elastic, which is 15 inches. We have our neck piece. But this is the neck piece. I'm going to put that right there. And these 2 tidbits right here are our straps. First thing we need to do, we need to decide how we want to do this. I'm going to use the whole thing because you never know if the person is thin mint or thickerish. So I think I'm just going to fold it in half like this and pull it out. That's going to be done for this one as well as this one. So let's do that up first. Okay, I got both of them done, but I decided I only needed one. It'd be super duper long, so I'm going to just keep it. There are lots of ways to turn it out. Myself, I'm just going to use this safety pin and pull it right through. There are tons of ways, tons of tools out there that you can use. but I find this the easiest way. And plus, all the tools we have, I'll put them in a bin and then I forget where I stick them. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there more organized than me, but it is what it is, y'all. As you can see, it just takes a little bit of time and effort, just pulling it right through. I will give it a quick press as soon as I'm done. I use the turner, which I'll show you in a hot minute, what that looks like, to do the band for the neck band. As I'm pulling it out, it's getting all bunchy right here, but I will take it and press it down. Well, I use the turner, which looks like this, to turn this one around. All you do is put it through, shimmy it down, and it comes with tools, and you poke it through and pull it right out. Same way I did that one, just a lot easier. This right here, I find very useful, so I didn't mind the investment in this. Just going to put it on there like that, and then we get to weed it on through. It makes it so much easier. Because I did know this was going to be tight, I'm so glad. I'm going to just shimmy, shimmy. And then I want this to be right here. As soon as that is, I'm going to go to the sewing machine and sew it down. So a little bit further. And then, oops, right there. And I'm going to go zoop, zoop, zoop. Okay, it's secured right there. And I'm not worried about the information on there. I'm just going to shimmy this all the way till we see black again, the elastic. This is why I love this tool, because it just holds it nice and neat. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Now I'm going to take this off. How do you take it off? I just pop it up right here. Oops, I almost dropped it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm going to shimmy this back up right there. Zoop, zoop, zoop again. How gorgeous is that? Adorable. Super duper cute. I'm going to take this around and pull it, because I'm going to put it down right quick. I want to put it here and here. This is the apron in the front. And it is pretty. I'm not going to worry about putting a pocket or anything on this particular one. So I'm going to secure these pieces down about 1 inch in right there. Okay, we got it secured down. I have this ironed down. I'm going to cut it right in the middle and find this happy spot right here. Again, just looking to secure it down. I kind of want these cherries looking cute, so maybe I'll do it this way. Will that make it? Nope. Upside down. Nope. Upside down. So if I do it this way, there we go. Just like that, I'm going to secure this down right here. And our pocket is actually going to go right there. Alrighty, y'all. For the most part, we have a shell of an apron. We have our neck piece here. And then our tie here. I actually do go through and I'm going to curve these out, but I'll explain that later. So right now, this particular piece is done. I'm going to push that out of the way. And how I like to do it with my aprons is that I want to incorporate a pretty pocket right here with what's left over from our other piece. So we had all this left over from our other piece. And I'm going to take the widest part, which is, thank goodness, right here. And let's look at a ruler and figure out how much we want to do. Yeah, let's do 13 inches. We're going to just make a pocket that's going to go right here. Alrighty, y'all. I did cut a huge piece. Let's check how big it is. It is 14 inches. Roughly by 11 and a half. Well, let me go back. 11. So it's not as even as I'd like it to be, but I'm going to even it up. In addition to that, I have this tiny little scrap, because remember I had a little bit of offsetting. I'm going to take this and sew it onto there, and then we're going to square things up. Okay, I have fixed it there. I just did a straight stitch. As you can see, I am actually going to pull this and match up this seam here. Once I like how it looks, there I go. I'm going to go to the ironing board and just iron this down and square this up, meaning getting rid of that particular portion. Then I'm going to just sew straight here and here, leaving the bottom open to turn it right side out. Okay, it's all done. I'm just going to turn it right side out and poke out these corners here. And this is going to be the top. But that's, I'm going to poke this in there just like that. Give it a quick press. Once I do that, I'm going to have to go to the ironing board right quick. I actually am going to fold it in half when I'm there as well. Give it a press, and it'll be my indicator on where to sew this on there. So it'll have 2 pockets, 1 pocket, 2 pockets. Okay, y'all, our iron is our best friend in this project. So I took this to the iron and I ironed it out. But let me share with you what I also did. I folded it in half to match the seam here. And then I folded it in half to find the center point. This little X is super important to us. I don't know if you can see it as well as on your side, but on mine it is super duper gorgeous. Here is our pocket that we want to affix on there. Look how clean and gorgeous that is. What the fluff and stuff is that? No worries. I'm going to stick it right on this line. I'm worried about the top line first. There I go. There I go. There I go. Now, I need to make sure this line matches that. I am off a bit, so I'm going to scooch on over. Just scooch it on over. There we go. Adorable. So now my line is one continuous with the top and the bottom and the side to the side. So I feel, let me just shimmy one more time. Okay. I feel like I am good to go. I'm going to grab some pins, pin it, and just try not to move it nearly as much. I'm going to zoop, 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 and then zoop right up the middle. So I have 2 pockets. Of course, you don't have to do that if you only want 1 pocket, but I think it's super duper cute. Adorable. Look how gorgeous that came out. 2 pockets, getting rid of the fluff and stuff. Adorable. Okay, now let's get rid of that. I am going to take this piece. No, this is not the one. What was left over? This was left over from what we were working with. We need to make 2 pockets out of this. I am going to just fold. This is what was left over. So, let's fold it half this way. And yeah, I'm going to do it half one more time. Alrighty. I like it. I like it. Let me find my scissors. I folded it in half and half, so we have 2 sets. I am going to cut this in half, willy-nilly, just like that, and flip it. We want the cherries to both be facing the same way. I am going to flip it this way. I need to flip it this way. So I'm going to do it a little bit odd so you can see the cherries, right? I am going to put my hand just like that. And we kind of want a teardrop. It's going to go around. Taking it here, I am going to just use my hand as my template. And I am going to simply go around it. I want to get as much of this as I possibly can, so I'm trying to keep everything together. And you need to make this hole big enough for your hand to fit into, so I'm barely going to taper up right here, and then I'm going to veer out. Woo-hoo! Hooray! Now I'm going to come back through and clean this up. I gotta make sure they're all the same size. Boo, they're not. So I'm gonna have to make them all the same size. So I'm gonna come back through, holding it together. Don't worry, it's just a small pocket. There we go. We're all ready. Ooh, we got it. We got it. Oh, we might have too many pockets. Let's do the cherries. I am going to take these red ones out because I can use those somewhere else. But I'm going to take these cherries out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Now, let's take one of these. Let's put it on, because we already have the shell. Let's put it on here. So we're going to keep the pocket together. This is one. And I'm going to put the pretty to pretty, taking this to the side, pretty to pretty, right here. We're going to just zoop that right there. Okay? And then we're going to, what you do for one side, you do for the other. Pull this over here. Take the pocket, the pretty to pretty, matching up this straight edge right here. Zoop. And then we got to take our red one, making the same allocation. We're just going to add this to here. Match it up, y'all. Match it up. So I'm looking at this here, looking at that there. Going to put that right there. Get a pin to secure it. And we're going to zoop it. Same thing for the other side. I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to match these bad boys up. Right over here. There to there. And there to there. Maybe a little bit down. Right there seems about right. Taking another pin, I'm going to pin it down. And then I'm going to lay it on top and make sure that I'm equal. Equal. Checking the sides. This matches. Yes, that matches. That matches. We are good to go. Going to the sewing machine, we're going to stitch this down, stitch that down, stitch the other ones down. Hooray, we did it. It should look just like that. Just like that. And what do you think we're going to do next? We're going to take this, it's faced up, right? We're going to take the other one, which is going to look just like this. And we're going to match everything up. We're going to match pocket to pocket, corner to corner. Look how gorgeous that is. Adorable. We're going to shimmy all this in and make sure to shimmy all this in. We're just going to go through and match it all up. I know it looks a little wonky. No worries, darlings. So we can get this, make sure that our neck piece is laying down. Grab this, put it together, get a clip, get a pin, whatever you need to do. Secure it down. Do the same thing for the other end. Right there. Make sure everything is pointed down. Get a clip. Secure it down. And then the same thing here. Move your thing on the inside. Match up your pocket here. And secure that down. And then you get to choose where you want to be. Like, for example, I'm going to choose the bottom center. So once we do all that, this is the bottom. We're going to square these bad boys right up. I'm not really worried about this, y'all. It'll all come together. I'm squaring these up, right? I'm going to pull them together, shimmy everything in there. Making sure that these are matched up. Grab my scissors. I don't like the point, so I'm just going to taper it. Don't lose much, just a smidge, like that. That goes into the rubbish. Now right here center, I'm going to grab it from here and just sew on the outer edge of all of it. Then we pull it out through this hole. Alrighty, everything is done. It's all stitched, everything lined up. I'm going to use my pinking shears to get these roundabouts. Round those out. Give it a quick press before turning it right side out. Okay, I pinkied up all the things I needed to. Now I'm going to get it from the and turn it right side out. Then give it a quick press. Okay, I got it all the way out, and I always just do the finger test. I'll run my finger along the seams, making sure I got it. Ooh, look at our pocket. I'm making sure that we got all the tidbits, that there's no raw edges anywhere, or that there's no failing of the sewing. And just gonna, this is the neck part, I'm gonna pull that out. Hopefully it doesn't all come out. Did not. Yay! Looking pretty good. Just running it through, making sure. Give that a yank. And here's our pocket again. The one reason we're doing all this, to add that pocket on. Now everything seems quite secure. I am going to reinforce something over here, right here. See, there's a little tidbit that didn't truly catch, so I'm going to grab that, put my fingernail through, bring it back out of the opening. I'm still holding it together with my knife right here, and I can see it right there now. Now I'm just going to go zoop, zoop, zoop to reinforce that. Alrighty, everything is secure. They're all looking nice and neat. Once you have secured it all, you're more than welcome to go all the way around or just close up that hole down there. That is totally your choice. And this is the finished item. I have yet to go all the way around, but I just wanted to share and show with you the pockets on the red side. And if I flip it right over, we got our pretty side with the cherries. And then our pocket, which is the whole point of this video, was to show that you could do a pocket. Here we go, we're all done with our pockets on the side and everything. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any issues or problems, of course, put it in the comments so we can address it. Thank you.